Welcome back. We're still here. It's the ILFL Soccer Night show, and this is part 2, and this is the part where we talk about the Veterans League. Yes, that Thursday night down at Mabley Green returns this week. This Thursday, we have fixtures ready for you to enjoy. So if you have not already got your confirmation by email, you're going to get it here tonight. Nanu, I'm going to turn to you and you're going to run through some of the fixtures that are going to take place.
Absolutely. First of all, I just wanted to say a big thank you to the TVL team in their relentless pursuit in getting the lights sorted out.
It has been a saga, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I remember a number of weeks ago we had this meeting with the managers, of Betley's managers, and you know, it was really heartbreaking for some of them, you know, that the Veterans League is going to take a few weeks off, you know, while they resolve the lighting issues. But now, some of the lighting issues have been resolved. We're not 100% capacity, but that gives us enough to host majority of the fixtures every week. So the format is that teams will play 2 weeks on and 1 week off. But by the time we do that first cycle, the other lights are going to be working again, and we'll be running at full capacity.
And then we'll be at full capacity.
This is a very temporary measure. We just wanted to ensure that, you know, we get the 6 fixtures up and running. That's 12 teams per week that can play in the league. So that is brilliant. Anyway, going through the fixtures, do you want me to?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So on the first division, we've got Mohammedan Vets versus Revive Legends. We've got Riverside Vets versus Bromley Legends. That's going to be a tasty one. We've got Tower Hamlets Vets versus guess who? Hawk and Eagle Vets. So it's the chairman's team versus the vice chairman's team. Okay, and we know.
The less said about that, the better, I suppose. Let's stay with that in the first division. We spoke, Rash was here last week, and we were just doing a quick summary of some of the Vets League's teams and running through who we think are going to be the big hitters and those who, you know, are just looking to establish themselves in their division. I'm going to ask for your opinion now. Revive we talk about a lot, and we always feel like Revive are like the nearly team. They're always just one step away or one player away from hitting that mark where they're a real big hitter. But Mohammedan, is the name and the reputation enough to take them up into the next division?
I didn't think so beginning of the season, because I have to admit, you know, when we sat down before the league started, you know, we looked at the teams, and instead of predicting who's going to win, we predicted who is not going to win. You know, in the second division, 2 of the teams that I said they're not going to win is Mohammedan, one of them, and Bromley is the other one, that they won't win it because they don't have the right mentality, okay, because they're stuck in the past using the same players. But both of these teams have done quite well, especially Mohammedan. You know, they've got 100% record.
3 wins.
I don't know what they're doing. They seem to be getting the results. You know, I mean, we don't talk about people saying, you know what, Mohammedan's got this player and that player, and you know, they've got this.
But these are players who are tried, trusted. They've proven it over years and years. They know how to win.
They know how to win competitions. That's for sure. After so many years, that was still a doubt. But it seems like the doubters are now in question. You know, and I think Mohammedan might actually go on to win it, but who knows? I mean, you got Mohammedan as one team, you've got Bromley, recent experience, 7 seasons in the Premier Division. You know, this is the first time they've been relegated.
It's a bit of a slip, but you started by saying that the Bromley Riverside game could be quite tasty. In your opinion, why?
In my opinion, the reason being is both teams play really good footballing, but the up front isn't never clinical. Okay, you've got Revive who'll control the game, they'll play, swing the ball around. As soon as they get to the goal area, they can't shoot.
That's Riverside we're talking about,
yeah? Yeah, Riverside, yeah. Bromley, very similar. They play a bit like Abahone, you know. If they get 1 or 2 goals, they just sit back, you know. And if they do that, then if Riverside keeps attacking, after several attacks, one of them is bound to go in. So it's those different characteristics that differentiate those teams.
Tower Hamlets, do you know what? I liken Tower Hamlets to my team, West Ham, right? Okay. One season great, next season poor. One season great, next season poor. Yeah. This is Tower Hamlets. They had a great season a couple of seasons ago. Last season, I don't even know whether they were turning up for games. And this season, boom, they look to be back again with a force.
They do. They look great. The movement, they're attacking. It's a bit like Man City. You know, you've got your Raheem Sterling and everybody, you know, attacking in full throttle. You know, it's really quick plays. You've got Abul there. He's a
Can Hawk and Eagle withstand the might of a strong Tower Hamlets side?
I doubt it. You know, I'm playing against them. And
you're fearful already, and it's only
not
Monday.
exactly fearful. You know, I mean, you can't go in the field of play fearful. You know, you need that winning mentality, but you need to be a little bit realistic as well to say that, right, okay, you know, we're down here, they're way up there. What can we do to match that? You know, so that's the only difference.
You know what you need to match that? You need a Charlie 10 years on from that. Let's move on to the second division, Vets League. 3 games there. Beaumont Masters B play the City Vets, ELS play the Reserves, and Workhouse play Sire Vets B. Now, we've spoken about that also, in the fact that we've been really impressed with the new teams that have come in. Very refreshing the way they're playing football. They're not fearing anyone, are they?
Okay. Now, here's some inside information. Okay, Workhouse, we know they're probably, you know, after a couple of games, we realized that that's the team that is going to win the title, honestly, because the way they play, they're so well organized. It seems like they've been playing in the league for several years, but they haven't. I mean, they must have been playing in a different league or somewhere, and they've got all of the experience, and they're starting low and then gradually looking to climb up and get promoted. Beaumont B, no change there at all, but there's one team that I wanted to mention, City Vets. Okay, now that's the team that almost, you know, comes very close to winning, or they just lose by a goal. But recently they've made some signings. Okay, so they're basically not City Vets anymore; they're Man City Vets now. Okay, so they've got some very good signing, and do you know what? With those players in that team, I think they could win the title even this late. I mean, they've played what 3-4 games already. But even if they're at the bottom with those players, I would expect them to go ahead and win the title, and that's me putting my head in the net.
There you go. Officially on tonight's show, Nanu put his head on the block. If any of you wants to chop it off, be my guest. It's down to you to turn up on a Thursday and do what you do in the Vets League. I'm glad it's back. It's going to be a warm night. They're predicting Spanish weather this week, so it's going to be a warm one for you Vets, but a warm welcome to you as well. Get yourselves down there. It all starts again. 6 games, 3 in the first, 3 in the second division. We'll be there, you will be there, and we can report on it next week. We're glad to have it back. ILFL and Shanali Otis Veterans League at Mabley Green. I'm going to come back to you, Charlie, talk about the Summer League. Now, in the Summer League, you've heard us speak about it. Some teams see it as pre-season. Yep. Some people see it as an extension to the last season. I mean, everyone does it differently. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to win it. Yep. You mentioned Ace earlier.
Good team.
Yeah. They are a good side.
Really
Finish level on points. I mean, goal difference is goal difference, whatever.
Really good
maybe
team.
You can come there. They're a Premier Division side now. So having played against them now, as a team that's gone up from the first division to the Prem, you've seen what it takes to be a Premier Division side. So I know all you want to do is score goals, but you've seen the whole team. Are St Catherine's equipped to be a Premier Division side?
I think easily. I think easily they are. I think this year everyone's going to be surprised with what St Catherine's going to do. I really do.
But do you feel
Personally, I think we've got a team, because you know what, all we wanted to do, see from winter, just carry on where we left off. That's it. We won the winter, just wanted to carry on with summer. We knew summer wasn't going to be easy, especially with the heat and that. It's hot, you know what I mean? A lot of players we lost, you know. We lost like 3 or 4 players through winter. We had to recruit a couple of players to come in and cover, and they all did it. Everyone that come in, done a job for us, and we did win it only by a goal difference, but we won it. You know
but you also strike me as a person who relishes a challenge. So you're going to relish the challenge of the stronger competition, the stronger games, the more competitive games you're going to get in the first division now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be playing a lot of games this season for St Catherine's. Unfortunately.
Ooh,
I'm just putting
breaking news here on ILFL Soccer.
I'm just putting it out there anyway. The boys already know, Metin already knows, you know, because obviously I got family commitments, had my child and that, my baby. So it's just, they know I've signed for them. I will be playing a few, but I won't be playing as many as I did last season.
Because you love being a family man.
It's because I've got other commitments.
Other commitments.
Can't spill.
Did he have to sign up to say that? Did you tell him what he's got to say here tonight? Eh?
I actually cried.
Well, because he offered himself that way. Yeah, committed himself to it.
No, because he was stepping back.
Yeah.
From St Catherine's
That's quite unusual, because managers usually complain that, you know, a player's about to get married, so we're going to lose him soon. But in your case, it's like the opposite, isn't it? And that's what we want.
So now I'm still going to be playing, just not as much. I will be there.
I'm going to ask you the hypothetical question now.
I'm still there.
Charlie, I'm going to ask you the hypothetical question, because I asked you in the first segment, you know, if you would take on, you know, a higher role. Well, let's put you are now manager. You're manager and mum. And
playing every week.
And there you go. So your star striker says, well, I'm going to stay back and I want to be... would you say to him, get out there and go and score the goals?
Yeah, I would.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, well,
It
you know
was-
what? I'm not trying to start domestic live on the show, but clearly that's a conversation that has to be had over the
Yeah.
cornflakes at some time, isn't it?
He decided that. He come home and he actually told me himself, and I actually nearly cried because I
think
really
as well-
To
enjoy
be fair,
it.
do you know what it is? Yeah, I train a lot in the week. Yeah, I play Saturday, I play Sunday. I don't really have no family time. Go to work. You know what I mean? So time I've done all that, I haven't got any time.
That's
you know what I
fair
mean?
enough,
I
and-
play AM Sunday and I play afternoon.
And you know
Sunday,
what? I'll
so-
also say this as well because it has been said, and you know, I try very hard to talk about all the teams on this show and lots of different players. And I think I'm right in saying it's documented as me saying on here that I think not only are you a goal scorer. I mean, it's one thing to be a goal scorer, but one of the things that particularly drew me to you as a player is the fact that you get on the pitch, you make no fuss.
Yep.
You take the knocks, you take the tackles, you don't moan, you don't complain, you get up and you just do your job. You're a referee's delight. All right, they're the kind of players I
You know
like.
why?
because-
Do you know what it is? It's football. Someone's gonna listen. As a striker as well, it's football. Defenders don't like strikers. that's it. Defenders don't like strikers.
You know what's gonna come,
especially good
so-
strikers. So I know what's gonna come. So I expect it every game to get kicked, to get hard
you,
challenge.
You back up one
I'll
of
get
the
on with
phrases
it.
that I always use, and one of them is good footballers just play football. All right, it's the ones who get up and do that are the kind of the wannabes, the ones who think they can but they can't really. And that. So you know, credit to you for being that.
Thanks a
But
lot.
what's happened now is you are now the target's on your back,
I know.
and some defenders are going to love the challenge of playing against you because, and I like that as well because if a defender and a striker can walk off at the end of the pitch and shake his other hand and say that was a good battle we had out there, then that's great. And I think that's what you're going to do to a lot of defenders. And I
I
think
get a lot of respect from a lot of defenders as well, because that's because of the way I am as well. I don't react to challenges, you know, and afterwards I give them a little pat on the back and a cheeky little, you know what I mean? So,
He's
I'm
never had a
enjoying it.
yellow card or a red card ever
yeah,
since he's played.
I mean, yeah, I've not like I said, and that's just testament to the way you
don't
play.
like fines.
But it must make you pay for that, doesn't it?
Well, look, credit to you. Like I said, I hope it goes on. I hope what you guys have done in the Winter League and what you've done in the Super League, you're a team that's looking to win any number of these trophies now, aren't
Yeah.
you? And I mean, you guys, I mean, yeah, second division champions, but what you want is you want a cup. So there's the League Cup.
I think we was lucky, you know, I just want to mention one thing. We was very unlucky against Crusaders that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
That game was a
4-2,
bit.
5-2,
We lost
something
3-1.
like
That game was
3-1.
very disappointing because the reason was that game was meant to have been played AM. We turned up AM to play the game. They didn't turn up for other reasons, and then the game was played 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. But even when that game was played, our heads wasn't there. You know, Crusaders is a very, 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 very good team. You know, one of the best teams I played against. Them and Ace are probably the two best teams I played against all season. Yeah, Crusaders are very, very strong. You know, they got a guy in midfield is very, very, very strong player. Yeah, but I think I think it could have been a different story that game. Especially down to myself as well. There was a few chances, gilt-edged chances that I missed in the first half. It was
Which you
0-0.
kicked
It
yourself
was
over.
0-0. It was 0-0 at first half time. We could have been 2 up. It could have been a different game. So, just putting that out there.
You look forward to playing a
There's,
team
there's,
like
a
that
cup
again,
there's a cup that St Catherine's can win this season.
yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah. Okay.
definitely.
All right. And Ace, like you said, I've heard
I thought-
others say Ace are a team that you love to get up against.
Ace was runners up 3 times. They ain't gonna be happy, mate. I'm telling you. Be
Yeah,
very careful. with
they're
Ace.
looking
coming
again.
out-
There's somebody who's
they're
looking to
coming
put,
out this
and
season.
you heard me say at the award show, they're looking to put their name
They're
on the
gonna
cup
come
as well.
out and get something this year as well.
Whoa, do you know what? I'm loving it. I can't wait till the new season starts. We may have some news for you in 2 weeks' time to tell you about with League Start. You guys will probably get all the news before then, but in a couple of times we'll make it official by then because there's no show next week. You're live, ILFL Soccer Night show. See you shortly.